I think by far one of the most exciting things about the future of Star Wars is how now Kathleen Kennedy's creative power is completely stripped away, at least for the most part, except for 2 Star Wars projects in the works. Other than that, it's Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and George Lucas and other creatives on board that are going to really take Star Wars in a better direction for the Star Wars fandom. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that they are trying their absolute best to really regain the fans back of those who left the sequel trilogy, or those who actually left even just after The Last Jedi, at that by director Rian Johnson, and they're really trying to make a big success on Disney Plus when it comes to their new Star Wars TV shows, whether it's animated material, live action material, and that's not to forget about the new Star Wars movies that are also in development. That's really going to take Star Wars in a better direction as well. Now, with that being said, we got Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Now, often Dave Filoni is described as the true protege of George Lucas, and which he really is, honestly, because he worked with George for a number of years for the Clone Wars and how it should all be done and how the lore should be set up. George was also behind a lot of that. And Jon Favreau, however, is seen as a potential new George Lucas in Bob Iger's eyes. He actually even said this at the premiere of The Rise of Skywalker, saying that he sees a lot of George within Jon Favreau. It's exactly why I believe that Dave and Jon are by far the best creators when it comes to Star Wars. Now, on top of all of this, what's really intriguing is that now that the Skywalker saga is officially over as far as the films go, many fans have been very curious about the future of Star Wars by Disney and Lucasfilm, and exactly what Bob Iger and Bob Chapek plan to do in order to create a better future for Star Wars. It's explained that both Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are working closely with each other to do something big with the character of Anakin Skywalker, portrayed by actor Hayden Christensen, and his return into the Star Wars franchise. It's noted that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have a big plan for Hayden's return in the Kenobi TV series for 2022 by bringing him back in the form of a series of nightmares for Obi-Wan Kenobi to witness, portrayed by Ewan McGregor, and that they are planning to develop a new type of Darth Vader suit for Hayden Christensen that will be used for the series, and that they plan for Hayden to be unmasked while in the Vader armor to give nightmares and visions to Obi-Wan Kenobi of Anakin Skywalker, and that this process is part of the major rewrites that are taking place for the Kenobi TV show as we speak. Not just that, but also they plan for Hayden to come back as the actual character of Darth Vader in present time during the series, which takes place 8 years after the events of Episode 3, with a plan to have Hayden back in the suit in 2 major ways is going to be a rough challenge for Jon and Dave to accomplish and get down correctly, and will take a lot of time and effort. So let me just say one thing right now, is that the return of Hayden Christensen, I think, is probably one of the most healthy things that you could do for Star Wars. He's a beloved actor in the Star Wars community, playing one of the most iconic characters, Anakin and Darth Vader, technically, right? He was in the suit as Darth Vader in the Revenge of the Sith film, and they want him back in the suit again in the Kenobi TV series. At least that's what Jon and Dave are planning to do. But the thing that really stands out to me the most is how they plan to bring back Anakin in the forms of nightmares, visions, and dreams, if you will, in general. That's going to give us a far different version of Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker than ever before, visually speaking. That to me sounds like a lot of fun, and that to me sounds like it's going to be quite a dark turn for Star Wars in general. Now, Ewan McGregor has said this before not too long ago, I would say about 3 weeks ago, that the Kenobi series is going to be using revolutionary technology when it comes to the way that they film and how the actors actually are used on set. And that to me sounds like that what they're trying to do is that they're trying to actually have the actors immersed while they actually are performing as the character in order to make it feel more realistic. Kind of similar to what they did with The Mandalorian and how they had that entire 360-degree screen setup. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but that's how they were able to make the visuals look so realistic. Now, when we think about Kenobi, right? Hayden's return in the Kenobi series, I think, is only going to add more value to this, because not only are we getting Ewan McGregor back in action, one of the most beloved actors in Star Wars, but we're also getting Hayden Christensen. And a combination of having Kenobi and Anakin / Vader it's just going to make it feel like a true sequel to that of Revenge of the Sith, and that's exactly what John and Dave want, as well as Deborah Chow wants. She also wants to actually fulfill that true feeling of what a sequel to Episode 3 would be like, and what the events after Order 66 would actually look like on different worlds across the entire galaxy, and what Kenobi's life is like on Tatooine, with an 8-year-old Luke Skywalker, and, of course, an 8-year-old Leia, of course, being involved in this new series as well. So they want to explore the younger side of the Skywalkers. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.